Hello everybody, this is AShadowbox and welcome to our next installment of Let's Learn. Today we are looking at the A2A Piper Cherokee. This is this is the second of the 4 airplanes I recently bought from A2A. And this time we are not in Toledo. Now this time we are at St. Bart's, and the scenery is of course the Fly Tampa scenery. It's probably my favorite scenery. It's a lot of people's favorite scenery. But we've got a short runway here, but it shouldn't be a problem for our little PA-28-100, I think. But anyway, let's take a look at it. All I've done is I've loaded it into the simulator, and I have set it to cold and dark. So let's see, we need to prime 1 to 3 strokes before starting. I assume that means our mixture. Lean on the ground to avoid fouling the plugs. Yep, check oil temperature before run up. Okay, I'm wondering where the oil temperature gauge is. Oh, probably over here, EGT. No, that's exhaust gas temperature. That's not oil. Oh, oil is down. That's pressure, fuel pressure, oil temperature. There it is. Let's see. Needs to be at least 75 degrees. It's actually cooler than the, unless this is Celsius. Actually, the other one might have been Celsius too. I don't know. Anyway, okay. Stall speed flaps down 57 miles per hour. Max flap extension speed 115. Approach speed is 85 miles per hour knots. What? Max crosswind 17 knots. Alright, so, let's see, this does have a walkaround as well. So our pre-flight inspection. Control wheel, release the belts. Let's get rid of the yoke as well. Master switch needs to come on. Fuel quantity is to be checked. That's our fuel quantity, right? Yep, 25 gallons in each tank. Master switch off. Ignition should be off. Yep. Flaps extend. Oh yeah, the flaps in this plane. Let's extend the flaps. Alright, next checklist, flap check for security and stabilization. Good. I don't even know if you can do anything here if they look bad. Yeah, I would probably replace that one and that one. But whatever. Aileron, check for proper movement and security. Yay, proper movement. Good enough. Wing, check for damage. Looks fine. Disconnect the wing tie down. I'm going to assume that that's right. Checking the gas again. Visually checking. Guess it looks okay. Nose, the engine oil dipstick. We're a little bit low. Here we go. Let's up the oil. Actually, no, we don't need to bring a bag with us. Right. This feels fine. Fine. Clear these of obstructions. Drain and inspect the fuel. Check visually again. Drain and inspect the fuel. Checking that. Disconnect. Wiggle the stall warning, I believe, right? Yep, stall warning detector. Pitot tube cover, remove. Pitot tube, inspect. It's not warm to the touch. Oh, master and pitot heat must be on. Static source opening is fine. Left wing looks good. Looks good. Tail, disconnect the tie downs. Checking everything there. Checking everything here. Wiggle. Lock the baggage door. And we're back into the cabin. So let's pull up the checklist. Whoops, if I could hit the right button. Our airplane weight and balance is checked. Cabin door is closed and secure. Our control wheel lock is removed. Controls are free and correct. Ignition and avionics are off. Master switch on. Check fuel quantity. Checked. Fuel selector on the fullest tank. There is no both on this aircraft. You have to select one or the other, which I don't like. So we'll have it on the left. Flaps extend and then retract. Elevator trim needs to be set for takeoff. Now where's the trim in this aircraft? There we go. It's already neutral. Beacon needs to come on. Wheel brakes are on. Carburetor heat, I assume, is off. I never turned it on. Yep. Fuel selector also still on the fullest tank. Master switch is definitely on. Electronic fuel pump. Is good. Primer, 1 to 3 strokes. Where's the primer? Oh, here's the primer. 1, 2, 3. Mixture rich. Throttle cracked. Area is clear. Ignition to both. Starter. I think that's no, that's the strobe light. Starter right there. Engage. Oil pressure check is rising nicely. Alright, ammometer, positive indication. Nav lights. Put them on dim. Altimeter is set. Our heading is fine. Radio master needs to come on. That's the GPS. Oh wait, avionics. That's not it. There we go. We are in the tropics, so I'm not too worried about the temperatures. Our oil temperature still hasn't moved. Should probably lean on the ground. Keep that RPM under 1,000. Heading set, radio master on, radios on. Alright, throttle. Well, we're not ready for that yet. We have to wait for our oil to heat up. Oh, 76 degrees Fahrenheit. And we are in the green. Alright. So, throttle to 2,000 RPM. Alright, and we're checking our RPM drop. Looks good. Seatbelts and doors are secure. Flight controls are free and correct. Alright, let's go. Now we're not playing with AI traffic. We're just going to fly this over to Princess Juliana Airport. Just a pure VFR flight. Is the fuel pump on? Should get that on. Alright, so this is the first time I've flown this plane, so forgive me if not everything is right. Remember, this is about me learning the aircraft, not about me teaching you the aircraft. Wait, what does it say? What flaps to set? Wing flaps as required. Let's give it one notch of flaps, because it's such a short runway. And full open. Plenty of time. I think the windows are fogging up a little bit. But I'm actually not sure where the defrosters are. I don't even see a defroster on here. Oh, there it is. Defroster. There we go. Get that fuel pump off. Bring the power down. Just doing some manual leaning there. I think I got it all right. Where's that EGT? EGT's up here. I don't know what 50 degrees ROP means, but since I did it by ear, I think we'll just call it good. Alright. Let's just fly a little bit. Enjoy the plane and enjoy the scenery. I'm not gonna mess with the autopilot in this video, I don't think. I think I'm just gonna fly it by hand. Let's fly back over St. Bart's. So if you haven't seen it, be sure to check out that the subscriber contest. The winner of the contest gets to play their game of choice with me, as long as it's a game that I already have. So check the announcement video that went live a couple days ago for details. The competition ends on Wednesday, that's the 20th of August. Alright, so here we are flying over St. Bart's, and flying over the bay right now. Of course, if we were landing, this was going to be the easy approach, but since we aren't landing, this is just Scenic. Of course, we're not going to be able to see the airport now because we're flying like literally directly over it. Let's break off to the left a little bit. Alright, sorry about that. There's the airport. Isn't this a great scenery? I don't know, I actually like St. Bart's better than Princess Juliana. Or St. Martin. Let's take a look at it from the outside. I like lock spot a lot better than normal spot. Look at all the boats. I want to visit St. Bart's now. Oh, drifting to the left a bit there. Nice. Just clicking through all the views. And the water textures are from Rex, or the water and the sky and cloud textures are from Rex4 Texture Direct. Awesome add-on if you don't have it already. Planning on coupling it with Active Sky next eventually, but I don't know. When I'm running FS Passengers and recording and an add-on aircraft and multi-crew experience all at once, I get kind of a lot of crashes, so adding another add-on into the mix would probably not be too smart, I suppose. So yeah, so far in the Let's Learn series, well, in the A2A segment of the Let's Learn series, it's been two relatively easy aircraft. We've had the Cessna 172 and now the Piper Cherokee. However, this will not, it will not stay easy. The next plane I probably will take up just once or twice before I make a video on it, just because I need to at least know my way around the cockpit a little bit before I try to make a video on it, or else half the video is going to be me trying to find the different gauges and different switches. So it is single engine. It is a single engine plane, and it is from A2A. Yeah, no, that narrows it down to like, what, 4 other planes it could be? I'm thinking about crossing the island so we can look at the island and then circling back around to land over the beach at Princess Juliana. I can't get over the scenery. This is my favorite scenery to fly a light aircraft in. Especially because you have, what, 3 different islands included? I'm ordering my yoke in the next couple of days here, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to getting back into the cockpit of the PMDG 737. I thought about buying the 600 and 700 expansion for it, but then I thought I probably wouldn't really fly it. I'd probably always fly the 800. So I decided not to get it. I'll save my money for, like, maybe we'll get the Orbex scenery, you know, or sorry, FTX Global, or maybe the 777 or the MD-11. I'm holding off on their 747 because I've heard that they are remaking it and doing a much better job, which I find kind of hard to believe. If PMDG made it, I tend to think that it's already as good as it can be. Same with A2A. I doubt A2A can improve on their aircraft very much, though their aircraft are, at least I noticed it with the 172, you do have to give it quite a bit of power to get it to roll. Alright, so we're getting ready to descend. Airspeed needs to be 75 to 85 for approach. Oh, that's for landing. Power as desired. Mixture rich. Electric fuel pump needs to come back on. And we need to switch to the fullest fuel tank, which should now be right. Let's see, that's 23 gallons, and that's 25 gallons. Alright, so with our flaps extended, we are going to want to have our touchdown speed between 65 and 75 miles an hour. Oh, it gives our airspeed in miles per hour instead of knots. Here, let me move this to the to my other screen. Get that out of the way of the view. Oh, it's actually the last page of the checklist too. Apparently. There's no shutdown checklist, huh? Let's bring that power back now. Let's get back out over the ocean, and then we will turn to our left for base leg and short final. I'm still nearly 2,000 feet up. We should probably lose some altitude as well. I kind of want to get track IR as well, so I can stop using the hat switch on my keyboard. Or not my keyboard. Can you imagine if a keyboard had a hat switch? So I can stop using the hat switch on my joystick. We're at about 500 feet now. Let's give it a notch of flaps. A little too low. According to the Pappy Lights, everything's too low. And let's buzz the beach. Let's try to get on that center line. Bring down the speed. Give it another notch of flaps. Speed is alright for landing. Came down a little bit flat, I think. And I think it sounded like the nose gear touched down right after the main gear, instead of being, you know, lowered gently. But not bad for my first landing, I don't think. Well, in this plane anyway. Let's lean it out on the ground. Turn off the fuel pump now. Pull up the flaps. And I think there's some general aviation parking right over here. Well, maybe it's not general aviation, but I think there's some parking right over here. Just following the taxi lines. I've also turned the aircraft sound down considerably. Though you could probably... Yep, there's headphones just like in the 172. Question. Deviating from the taxi line now. Aren't there parking ramps, like, right here? Oh, I missed them. They do turn off of that. I just kind of went straight around. Well. Ah, that's good enough. Let's set that parking brake. Oh man, so many people are going to hate me for parking like this, but you know what? I don't care. And let's get this off. Pull out that mixture. Radio master off. Everything off. And I think that's the last thing. Well, that can be cut off like that. Alright, and that is it for this flight in the A2A Piper Cherokee that I have just decided to stick right here. I've been watching too much Dare Tibbers probably. But anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned for the next Let's Learn video, which shouldn't be too far away next week, I'm thinking. Anyway guys, I'm AShadowbox, and have a good one.